In an astonishing turn of events that has sent tremors through South Africa's political landscape, the High Court has issued a ruling that directly challenges President Cyril Ramaphosa's handling of Julius Malema and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, setting off a chain reaction of political upheaval that has plunged Parliament into unprecedented chaos. The landmark judgment, described by legal analysts as both scathing and unambiguous, has dramatically reshaped the political discourse, leaving many questioning the authority and direction of the Ramaphosa administration. The High Court's decision centers around allegations that President Ramaphosa overstepped his constitutional powers in addressing the EFF leadership's actions. While the specifics of the case are complex, the ruling makes clear that the president's interventions in parliamentary matters, particularly those involving opposition conduct, must adhere strictly to constitutional and legal frameworks. The judgment underlines that even the highest office in the country is not immune from judicial scrutiny, a message that has reverberated across the political spectrum. Legal experts argue that the court's ruling effectively rebukes Ramaphosa for interfering in parliamentary oversight, a move that could be interpreted as an attempt to silence dissent or manipulate the political process. The court emphasized that the separation of powers is a cornerstone of South Africa's democracy, and any action perceived as undermining parliament or opposition leaders can have serious constitutional implications. News of the ruling hit parliament like a lightning bolt. Lawmakers, staffers, and journalists alike were stunned as proceedings quickly descended into chaos. Members of the EFF, emboldened by the court's verdict, confronted government officials with a fervor rarely seen in the chamber. Heated exchanges, shouting matches, and pointed accusations filled the room as the tension escalated to near physical confrontations. Security personnel struggled to maintain order, while cameras captured dramatic scenes of opposition leaders and ANC officials engaging in intense verbal battles. Eyewitnesses described the atmosphere as electrifying, with some members standing on benches, waving documents, and demanding immediate responses from the president and his cabinet. "I've never seen anything like it," said one parliamentary staffer, speaking on condition of anonymity. "It was like the walls themselves were shaking from the intensity of the debate." Julius Malema, known for his fiery speeches and unrelenting political style, wasted no time seizing the moment. Outside the courthouse, he addressed a large crowd of supporters, declaring the ruling a historic victory for democracy and a warning to those in power who attempt to bend the rules for personal gain. Malema's statement was calculated to maximize political impact, positioning him as a champion of accountability and a defender of constitutional norms. Political analysts suggest that this ruling gives the EFF a powerful bargaining chip, particularly in discussions around state accountability, social justice, and economic reform. With the High Court's endorsement of parliamentary oversight, Malema's position as a leading opposition voice has been significantly strengthened, leaving the ANC scrambling to respond. The ruling has not only shaken Parliament but has also sent ripples through the African National Congress itself. Reports from within the party indicate growing unease and whispered frustrations over Ramaphosa's handling of both the EFF and internal party dynamics. Some senior officials reportedly view the court's verdict as a sign that the president's authority is under threat, raising concerns about factionalism, leadership challenges, and the potential for a broader political crisis. Political commentators suggest that the High Court's decision could trigger a realignment within the ANC, as members weigh loyalty to the president against the need to maintain public credibility and legitimacy. "This ruling is a wake-up call," said a senior political analyst. "It underscores that the political landscape in South Africa is fluid, and even a sitting president must navigate legal, parliamentary, and public pressures carefully, or risk losing control." The High Court's decision has also attracted attention beyond South Africa's borders. International observers have praised the judiciary for its independence and willingness to hold political leaders accountable. Analysts note that the ruling is a key test for South Africa's democracy, demonstrating that constitutional principles remain strong despite political turbulence. However, there are concerns that continued conflict between the executive and parliament could exacerbate instability, particularly given South Africa's ongoing economic challenges and social tensions. Markets, already sensitive to political uncertainty, reacted cautiously to the news, with analysts warning of potential disruptions if the political showdown intensified. As the dust settles, all eyes are now on Ramaphosa and Malema. The president faces a delicate balancing act, asserting his authority while respecting the High Court's ruling and navigating a parliament in turmoil. Meanwhile, Malema and the EFF appear poised to leverage the ruling to expand their influence and challenge government policies more aggressively.